What's going on, everybody? Welcome to kind of spin-off type thing, but it's What's the Tea, but today is going to be called What's the Anime Tea, because this little brand is going to be talking about all things anime. Me and Avia, we be talking about all the shows and the movies and everything like that, but now the whole team and group are going to be swapping out, and we're going to be all talking about our favorite animes and current animes, old animes. We're going to be breaking down some new movies that that everybody's seen, that we've seen as a group. But first person that's going to be joining me today is going to be the good bro. What's going on, Q?
What is going on, everybody? You already know who it be. It's your boy, me, Quamon Star G. And I am here to talk about the anime with the good bro, with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Mike Odd Geek himself.
I'm not a legend and I'm not a myth. I'm still present.
Well, in the eyes of our adoring fans, you're absolutely all of those things. So
I'm just playing. I'm excited because we've been talking about anime for a long time. I'm a baby anime person. I've been watching. I think I've been watching anime about 4.5 years now. Maybe like consistently trying to watch things. I mean, I haven't even got through majority of the list that people have even sent me, or the list that I've created my own. I just really been taking my time on a lot of things. But I've watched the typical norms like Sailor Moon. Actually, I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z until like 2 years ago, all the way through, which we can talk about.
Still blows my mind that's a thing that
Look, hear me out. So when I was a kid,
right,
I didn't understand the hype of Dragon Ball Z. Like, my cousins and them would be like super hype about it, and I'd be like, I don't get it. Like, and I mean, they running home off the bus trying to get to the TV because it's about to come on, and I just be like, what is the issue? Like, I think my X-Men, my Avengers, my Justice League, they can beat them. Like, I like superheroes. I don't know who they are. So for years, I never watched Dragon Ball Z. I didn't know who these people were. I didn't know who Goku was. I didn't know who fucking Vegeta, all of them. I did not know any of those characters. I just knew that everybody that I grew up were in love with them and was hype about them. I actually finally watched it maybe, I think 2.5 years ago. I watched it from Dragon Ball all the way through Dragon Ball Z, and how I was watching it, a friend of mine had let me borrow their DVDs. They had all the complete Dragon Ball Z series on DVD Blu-ray, and they had a marathon feature, and it took me like 3 months to crash course and watch that joint. And when I tell you, it's like that's been one of the best series that I've watched, just because it's so much layers and so much happens, and the different sagas and everything, and all the different characters and the level ups. I can understand now fully why everybody was so hype about Dragon Ball Z. When did you start watching Dragon Ball Z, Q?
I started watching Dragon Ball Z when it was airing on Toonami, even back when. So just to make you not feel alone, kind of, I grew up first with the superheroes, the X-Men, the Spider-Man, the Batman of the world. But like, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was being a black kid in Chicago, so liking fighting was very much up my alley or whatnot. But like, even watching the original, because for those who don't know, when Dragon Ball Z first aired, it was the Ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z, which was one of the first dubs. Chris Sabat, Sean Schimmel, Sonny Strait, they're not in. That's not them. They don't come. They don't show up as the voice actors for Dragon Ball Z until an event Toonami aired called I think it was either Freezer Friday. No, it was some sort of special, because it was the Ocean dub all the way up to Namek before Goku shows up. But once Goku shows up on Namek, it's the Funimation of the one we all know and love about. It's the one we all know and love with Sean Schimmel, Chris Sabat, and all of that. So I grew up when it was originally airing on Dragon Ball Z. So for me, they were always neck and neck. They were always tit for tat. And then inevitably it was Goku in the squad can beat anybody. And I still believe that.
Right.
But I was like, Dragon Ball Z shaped my formative years. It shaped who I am as a person. It's like literally was a major contributing factor.
Nice.
Like for real. It like a major contributing factor. And like in my eyes, anime is one of the best art forms in existence because of its uniqueness and what it does. I always say that anime is the type of content American superheroes wish they could have, because with all of the action, with all of the crazy zaniness and all of that, it still can keep its sincerity better than any other medium out there. You know, we're going to talk about this on a different show, but when it comes to superhero content, especially modern superhero content, sometimes it can feel like the people responsible for telling it is laughing at you for liking it. Mm-hmm. Like they're not respecting the fact that you find value in these characters outside of superficial things. Like they have to remind you that this is stupid.
Right.
You know, so much so that some people can't even recognize when people are being sincere because it's against the grain of what they've been conditioned for.
Right.
With anime, you'll never get that. Whether it's Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, Cowboy Bebop, any of the goats, Rurouni Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho, there's always a level of sincerity because it's focused around friendship, the power of friendship. I'm using like bunny ears to show because that's so common in anime. It's almost like people make fun of it offhand, but not seriously. But it's like that level of sincerity, that emphasis on friendship and camaraderie and found family is always there and prevalent. And that's why I feel like so many people gravitate to the medium, because it always is like a sense of community. You know, right. Your strength doesn't come from, you know, BS more or less, or a hammer or power. It comes from within and from others. So I think that's what makes anime so important and why Dragon Ball Z resonated with me so much, because like it's literally a dude and his friends and family just whooping ass and saving the day.
Right.
And loving each other and getting on each other's nerves. It's awesome.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z is iconic. It is at legendary status now. I'm super excited for us to talk about the movie that comes out, and it's in freaking IMAX, and this will be my first Dragon Ball Z movie in theaters. So I'm like super excited about that, and I cannot wait to see it. We will definitely be covering that on What's the Anime Tea. So yeah, let's get into. First, let's talk about. I know we talk about Dragon Ball Z, but let's talk about a couple other our favorites. So, what are some other ones that are your favorite? Like, let's do top 3 for right now, and as we go on with this series, we'll talk about other favorites.
My top 3 animes ever.
You can say ever or for right now, or you can just say name 3 animes that you enjoy that's in your list, like your top list.
Well, okay. Let me just. Okay, I'll go from 3 to 1. Number 3 is very recent anime, Spy Cross Family. I've never felt that much joy, happiness, emotion, on the verge of tears every episode. Then watching that is just so wholesome, so great, so makes you feel good. I want to protect everybody in that family with all of my life and strength and energy. I just love that show. Watch it. It's on Hulu, Crunchyroll, first 12 episodes. October is when the second half of the first season picks up. Do not miss it. Number 2, Deep Cut. Most people won't know about it, but the OGs who do know about it are goated. Mobile Fighter G Gundam, one of the many, many, many different Gundam series out there. Very different than most because unlike its predecessors and the ones that would come after it, it doesn't so much focus on the socio-political aspects of warfare, rather than it's a fighting game with Gundams. It's basically the story of the guy Domon Kashu who fights for Neo Japan, and basically it's a fighting tournament to see which country on Earth becomes the leader of Earth. And it's a lot of crazy anime bullshit, as some might say, but it's so enthralling, so off the wall, so awesome. You know, another comparison I say is it's Dragon Ball Z meets Gundam, and it's awesome. I love it. I really love it. I suggest everyone watch it at least once in their life just to experience it. And number one is, of course, the anime I've mentioned the most so far, and that is Dragon Ball Z. What else needs to be said? It's the GOAT. It's the best of all time. Everything, your favorite anime, your favorite TV show, your favorite comic book has referenced it at least once or twice in its existence, and that's just what it is. Shout outs to Son Goku and Prince Vegeta in the squad. They're the GOATs.
Yes, we stand Vegeta in this household. Oh my god, I love that man. Let's see. 'Cause like I said, I've watched some, like, now that I've been watching, I have a lot of different favorites right now, but starting with 3, I'm gonna go ahead and say Akame ga Kill is like one of my favorite animes just because of the storyline. The first episode is crazy. It goes straight bananas in like the first 10 minutes. But as the series progresses, it's very, very good. Justice for Blood, he's my favorite. But that show really blessed me just for storytelling wise and working together with these Imperial Arms, and you know what the tragedies that they went through. That series was very hard, but it just made each person stronger as the episodes went. But it's a really great episode. Very sad, but I love that season. I mean, I love that show. 2 for me would be Inuyasha. Even though I'm like halfway through it, I'm still watching it, but I love that show. It is so cool. I love the throwback animation of it. Shout out to David K. Oh my God, we got to interview him, and he's amazing.
Shout outs.
And didn't realize it was crazy because when we were talking to him, I was like, when I saw his silhouette, I was like, dang, you were in Inuyasha. That shit is crazy. So that I just love that show just because of, even though I hate the whole Shard situation and this disappearing and everything, but it has some deep cuts and some layers to it, and I love the characters that are involved. And then I think last but not least for me would be, even though there's a lot of controversy with it, Sailor Moon. It's a classic, it's a cult classic, but Moon Power Princess, like dead ass. Like I used to watch that every morning before school. As I love Crystal, just the re-imaging of it, just because they brought it back with the new animation and everything, even though it's kind of short, but I do like it. It's not compared to the original where they draw everything. You got your filler episodes and it has like an actual story. Crystal is just straight to the point with everything. And I like that, but it did just, press the story a little faster for me. But I truly enjoyed the animation because I was so used to seeing it in that classic form. But to see Sailor Moon in this brand new light, this brand new colors, this HD 4K realness was everything. So yeah, Sailor Moon for number 1. I'll tell more later as we go on through the series. So yeah.
I have not seen Akame
ga Kill. Oh my God, that show! When I first started watching it, it was like one of the first shows. This other show called Vampire Nights I watched. Creepy show, but it was really good. But Akame ga Kill, oh my God, I literally could not put it down, especially because of Balat. Balat was like my favorite character, even though the main character is my favorite. But oh my God, that show is so crazy. Like, it's really, really good. It's just a lot of tragedy, but it just helps everybody as they progress throughout the series.
Fact. The only Kill anime I've ever seen is Kill La Kill.
I've seen a few episodes of that, and that's about the girl that goes to the school, right? And she like
the scissors. Shadow the Hedgehog's canonically favorite anime.
Yeah, that is crazy. Like that show is wild. Like I think I've seen like the first 10 episodes of that. That show is wild. Like wow. I like it though. It's a good wow. But yeah,
and of course, Inuyasha, that is a classic for me. That was, I would say, that's the first adult anime I've seen. And by adult, I mean that's the first anime I've seen that was on Adult Swim and not Toonami. So I always associated Inuyasha being an adult anime, even though it's pretty not too dissimilar in content from Dragon Ball. There's nothing too out of the norm like that would make it steer like an adult anime. But I just say that because that's what I grew up on. And of course, the second OG, OG 1.1 to Dragon Ball's OG 1. They're both sitting there at the top. Sailor Moon, like it's like those two. Like I always say, Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon are the two most important animes of all time because they are the gateway anime. Yes, you have Akira, which existed first, and yes, even though most people don't really consider Studio Ghibli's films as anime, you know that they fall into that.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna talk about films yet because I was like that Akira. I watched that movie twice back to back when I first watched it. That thing blessed me good. Like, ooh,
same here when I saw it. But despite those being existing first, people's gateway animes. If you want somebody to get them into watching anime, you put them on Dragon Ball Z or Sailor Moon. 9 times out of 10, you got them. There's nothing else to talk about. You have them hook, line, and sinker. So your three definitely, in my opinion, very much up to par. And in your opinion, even more so, which are the only opinions that matter right now. And speaking of opinions, I just realized we could Jujutsu Kaisen. Shout outs to that.
Okay, I didn't even say that one because I was trying to say that because that's gonna have its own little special episode because that as something current. I watched that back to back. Like I could not believe what I watched because it was really the storytelling in that was really, really good. Like I was shook. The fact in the first episode he swallowed that demon's finger, and then the way they were like he was controlling each other. I was like, this is that. Like I love Juju. Cannot wait. I still have not seen Zero the movie yet. I was waiting on it because I wanted to buy it on Blu-ray, but oh my god, like Juju really blessed me. See, now you're going to get me started because now I'm going to say the other current favorite is goddamn on Demon Slayer. Now that's
my brother, he watches that. Oh, he's like that. He swears by it. I've only seen about maybe 1 or 2 episodes when he was with him watching it, but I will not talk shit on it. I 100% believe in the hype regardless of how many episodes I've seen it. Another one. Another classic, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Anime. A lot of people will say is one of the greatest of all time, and I will not argue with that at all. It is a fundamentally astounding anime story. Period. You know, if you want an anime that has consistently some of the best opening and ending themes, watch Full Metal Alchemist. I'll listen to their themes on the regular daily. So. That is absolutely like a banger, like Banger City.
I'll give you one more classic before we get into our true topics. Shoot, it done left my brain. I just watched it this year and I was crying every episode. What the freak is that? What was that show? Oh God. Put a pin in it. I close with it. Oh my God, I'm so mad I don't remember this show. I cried like every episode.
Yeah, let's put it. It sounds like it has to be dope, so we'll put a pin in it. But we do have some brand new animes that we have watched and or are very excited for its release. So, Mike, which one are we going to hop into first?
We're going to start off with Black Summoner since it's like super, super fresh. It literally just came out, 2 weeks ago. It is a Japanese novel series that has been brought to life, and it's about this guy. He is woken up in this new world, and he doesn't know his past life, his past memories, and things like that. And he's been embarking on this new journey where he has to build himself up as a fighter and go on these adventures and things. definitely put me in the mindset of something like Breath of the Wild, Pokemon, Digimon, like put me in, it's like all of that fused in one. And I thought it was, the first 2 episodes are out on Crunchyroll. If you have it, I think it is on YouTube, because I saw the first one on YouTube before I actually went and subscribed to Crunchyroll. But the first 2 episodes are really decent. I do like episode 2 better than 1. 1 is a great pilot, strong opening episode to get you immersed into this character in this world. But 2 really blessed me. How did you feel about that first episode? Because I sent you the trailer and was like, because somebody sent it to us. So I was like, I gotta send it to y'all and let y'all see it as well, see what y'all think about it. So what was you thinking when you first watched it?
That this is, and I've heard of animes like this, the Sword Art Online of the world and whatnot. This is one of those animes where the protagonist is more or less in a video game. There's a lot of JRPG terminology they use in this show, like MP, classes, mages, ranks, etc., etc. It's basically, the guy's name is Kelvin. He died, but was reincarnated as a high-ranking summoner, which basically is like one of the most broken things you can be in this world. Apparently, Malifa, that's her name, right? Malifina?
Yes.
A goddess basically said, "Oh, you were in love with me in your past life, and you told me to resurrect you as this, and etc., etc." And so basically for these first 2 episodes, we see where, his journey begins and how strong of a summoner he is. He befriends a slime. He befriends, we're not going to spoil too much, because like Mike said, it just came out and we want you to watch it. But basically, if you played games like Dragon Quest, if you played any of the other aforementioned games, or JRPGs in general that delve into fantasy, the fantasy space, you'll recognize a lot of tropes and everything. But one of the things I picked up on is that they keep alluding to him having this mean streak, this lust for power, or at the very least violence, that they keep showing with him. And in watching the trailer too, because I watched the first 15 minutes of the first episode, then watched the trailer, and then went back into the show, because I'm like, I need a little bit more content. I need to know for sure exactly like what I'm getting into.
Right.
And watching the trailer and then watching the first 2 episodes, I'm like, they're establishing something. There might be more to this guy than truly meets the eye. One of my speculations, and I know nothing about this show or anything about it, but one of my speculations is he was the bad guy, the final boss character.
I was saying he was a demon or something type, like he had to be like some type of demon or some type of like horror person, like evil as fuck. Like he had to, because he is kind of powerful, no shade, right? But he does have, like you say, it's always alluding to some type of rage, some type of mean streak, and I feel like he was evil in his past life. Like he was a warlock or something that was very powerful and did a lot of damage and a lot of shit to people.
Yep.
But it's really good. Oh my God.
Yeah, very good.
Like I was shook, because like I said, episode 2 really got me when he went and talked to the knight and everything. That
spoilers.
Okay, no spoilers. We gonna come back once episodes,
and we know that y'all have consumed it or want to know, and spoilers be damned, we'll come back to it. But all I'll say is that episode 2 definitely a lot of animes nowadays are implementing light CGI to their animation style, and I'll say that this was one of the best examples of it I've seen in a minute. Not since Dragon Ball Super Broly have I seen an implementation like this done. So I'm ready to keep up with the series. Hopefully it maintains my attention. Like I was telling Mike, I normally don't watch these type of animes. I'm more of a shonen guy, or something along those lines. But this is a nice change of pace, and I'm enthused with it. I'm right on board.
Period. So y'all watch Black Summoner.
So yes, Black Summoner. Watch it, enjoy it, have fun with it, and this Saturday is the 3rd episode. Yes.
Yes, it is. The third episode is this Saturday. I'm trying my best not to read the manga, which I can't wait to talk about some manga too, because I've never read any manga.
I'm not.
So,
I'm not. Spoilers. I'm team anime over manga. I'm not really a manga guy at all. So, yeah,
it's like 3 that's on my list that I do want to read that I've heard great things about. But yes, this Saturday is the new episode that come out every Saturday. So yeah, please check it out if you want something like I said, something current, something fresh. I feel like it's a really great, take on what this world is. And I think, like I said, I also think we're gonna get a big plot twist in like 3 episodes that's gonna like screw us all over. That's why I'm trying not to get attached to nobody right now. So yeah, check it out.
Could happen. So the next anime, I'm gonna take it from here.
Yes, sir.
This I've mentioned it many times already in the earlier aspect of the episode, but I'm gonna bring it on back. Spy Cross Family, one of the best animes of the year. I've fully bought into the hype. I've been seeing this anime a bunch of times. Matter of fact, shout outs to Mojo. I know a lot of people don't normally say that in any regard, but I'm going to say that because I was watching one of their top 10 anime lists and this was on there. And I was like, so you know what? I'm seeing fan art. I'm seeing this now. I missed out on the Attack on Titan train. I missed out on the My Hero Academia train. I even missed out on the One Punch Man train. Let me hop on one of these brand new anime trains and see what all the hype is all about. And boy, oh boy, is the hype flip-flapping real. Now, see, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't your regular shonen anime. This is a action comedy slice of life anime. Basically, a bunch of extraordinary individuals, but they go through everyday life. It's not necessarily your most action-packed, kicking ass left and right, Kamehameha, Rasengans, Red Rock, any of that. It's just, here's the situation with these people. Here's how they solve it, and it's going to be hilarious, and hijinks are going to ensue with a lot of heart and love. And this is basically about a spy code name Twilight, real name Lloyd, last name Forger, maybe false. He works for a spy agency, and he is tasked with going undercover and trying to stop warring countries from warring and plunging the world into darkness. And so he has to go undercover as a father and to get this child into school to meet up with this guy, the main bad guy, it seems. I don't know. And so he goes to an orphanage. He meets this telepathic girl named Anya, and from that day forward, their lives are changed forever. Anya is adorable. She's awesome. She's hilarious. Her facial expressions are top tier. Lloyd, he's a very, 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 very honest spy, which is an oxymoron, I know. But then we enter their pseudo wife / mother, Yor, aka the Thorn Princess. She is an assassin who basically carries out hits against enemies of the state and other bad people, but she's a regular government stewardess by day. And so one day they just cross paths, and to fulfill the mission, he goes, yeah, I need a fake wife. And she goes, bitchin', I need a fake husband. And from that day forward, they're a family. Now the catch is that only Anya knows everybody's secret. She's the only one that knows Lloyd is a spy and Yor is an assassin. And she has telepathy. Yor doesn't know anything. Lloyd doesn't know anything. As far as they go, they just think that the other is an unsuspecting civilian. And that has a lot of potential in it. Mike is only on episode 3, so I'm going to start rambling, and I'm going to listen to his opinions and thoughts on everything and how he feels about everything.
You've been trying to get me to watch this stuff about a month now.
Yes,
and I finally sat down. And I remember when the trailer had dropped, because I was watching I go to YouTube sometimes just to try to, find new TV shows, and I had Google, summer animes that are coming out or something like that. And I think it was on that list, or spring animes or something, and it was on that list of trailers. And I watched it, and I was like, this looks interesting, boom, boom, boom. Never had a time to watch it. Finally had some time to watch it, and I love it. It's very, like he said, it's like a slice of pie, slice of life, a little comedy. It's got its action in it, and it is a nice show. I'm super excited to see how these characters, grow to love each other and see what trials and tribulations that they have to deal with and what their outcomes will be. I already like everybody that's in it. The assassin, I love the little girl because she can, read minds and everything. And I think it's so cute that when she's reading minds, it's the way that she reacts. I thought it was so cool when they met the lady that's the assassin, how she was reacting to what she was saying. It's just a cute little show, and I'm super excited to see what happens. So yeah, and it's on Hulu. So yeah, check it out. I'm excited to continue to talk about this one. Also, I can't wait. I'm gonna try to finish it this weekend so we can do a full episode about it and get really into the layers of the show, because there are some layers, family connections and things like that I love about it. Because main character definitely changed his mind about how he felt about the little girl that was an orphan, and dealing with what she's dealt with, and he was like, let me get us a try. So I thought that was like my first moment where I was like, oh, this is a nice family oriented show that I think will grow into something great. So yeah,
facts on facts, and it has one of the best anime outro songs of all time.
Yeah, it does. I like how it has the credits playing before it actually cuts off. That is so cool. While it's actually still on, I think that's kind of cool.
Well, they do. Well, that's the last episode it does that. After that, it goes to a tradition.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. I see. Okay. I got you. But no, I like it. It's really good. Great recommendations on both our ends, because we both recommended both of these shows to each other, and we both like it. So I'm super excited to see our outcomes of how we feel about these shows you finished with Family Spy, but how I will feel at the end, because it's only 10 or 12 episodes, correct?
It is 12 episodes as of right now. In October, episode 13 drops, which will be the beginning of the second half of the first season.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about that. So I can't wait to see. Like I said, I think I'm more excited to see what trials and tribulations they have to go through, and how they will come out on the end of it, and like their outcomes and everything. I do feel like it's going to be some drama, because they all come from different walks of life. They all have these different, with these abilities and everything. They all, they have a backstory and a past that might come back for them. So I'm super excited to see how the development works for each character.
Right. I really can't wait for you to watch more episodes of the show, Mike, because it just keeps getting better and better, funnier and funnier, more wholesome and more wholesome. So it's truly and honestly one of the best animes ever. It's a nice change of pace. Everyone, especially, I'm not gonna say nothing else. I'm gonna need you to watch it post haste.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch some more tonight. I'm gonna watch 3 episodes tonight. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to be finished by this weekend so we can do a full episode on it, because I have been enjoying it. So I'm ready to see what the tea is with this show.
Facts on facts. Now we get to the last show, but this one isn't something we've watched. This is something we're looking forward to.
When you sent me that trailer, I was like, ain't no way. And the fact that I was so shook because I didn't know this was happening, and I haven't even watched the episode yet, and I'm already blessed because of how iconic this game has been in my life. I'm really pressed because I want to know what is gonna happen, who's all in it. I did see one of my favorite characters on the poster, so I'm really ready to see how this is gonna go down. Let them know what it is. What is the show? Q? What is the show?
It is the Tekken Netflix series that is dropping next month, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it does.
Typically I'm not too hot on Netflix exclusive animes because their anime track record is garbage. But I will say that this Tekken adaptation, because this isn't a one-to-one retelling of any Tekken story, it's based on 3, which is the most iconic game.
Right.
It takes a lot of inspiration from other eras of Tekken and characters who don't show up in the later versions. So that is certainly a interesting twist on it. And so it looks dope. This is a CGI anime for the most part. And yeah, Tekken is one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. And I'm very interested to see what they do with it story-wise, because like Mortal Kombat, Tekken is another fighting game franchise that crafted a story that has stayed consistent throughout its games. I know a lot of people kind of don't really, what's the word I'm looking for? They have issues with it that, they wish they could see alleviated. But all in all, it's something that people enjoy for the most part. And I'm interested to see like the first brand new animated outing of Tekken we've had. I want to say ever. Maybe we've got some others way back in the day, but I'm not entirely sure.
I feel like it was some other ones. I just can't remember.
I know there was a garbage live action movie that existed.
Wait, there was a live action movie?
No, there was a garbage live action movie. That's what I said.
A Tekken movie?
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now.
Be prepared for disappointment.
In 2010. What? And it went to theaters?
Oh no, it did not.
It says theaters. It says theaters July 29th.
I must have missed that. I didn't have that playing in my theater.
An hour and 32 minutes. You can't tell a story. Not 4.8 out of 10. Sheesh.
It's hot garbage. Very much so.
Not Tekken 2. 2.8 out of 10. Sheesh. Were you talking about Tekken 3D?
No. There is a 3D Tekken movie based off of the plot of Tekken 6, Tekken Blood Vengeance.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now. Okay,
that's decent. The first time I watched that was on a 3DS, ironically enough, because it came packaged with Tekken Revolution for the 3DS, which was just a 3DS port of Tekken 6. So yeah, that's about it. But yeah,
let's get into it. Tekken Bloodlines, and then oh god, the animation looked really good. I'm sorry, clear, clean, crystal, beautiful 4K goodness. I'm actually watching the trailer right now because I see it. I'm on IBMD, but like just looking at it, I'm just like, I deserve this. We haven't got a movie, so
I just need it to be good. That's what I need. Like I have long since given up on me wanting things that are movies or like because of movies. Like I really just am like at this point in time where movies, television, video games, it doesn't matter anymore where it gets adapted to, because as long as it's good, I'm gonna consume it. I don't know about you.
I'm sorry about Nina. Oh my god.
Yeah, me too. Because Nina's one of my favorite characters. I'm looking forward.
Mine's too.
I'm looking forward to seeing how they do King and other characters. They got Leroy, which is a Tekken 7 original character.
Right, and they got Paul. Like they got some good. Like I think they have a nice roster.
I would say 80% of the cast is Tekken 3 originals, and like 2-3 of them are from later Tekken games that don't necessarily.
Right. I love Jin, so I mean, I'm excited. Like my top 3 when I used to play the game actually was Jin, I would play with Nina and let me go on and say the devil. Nah, Jen and Nino, I used to swap out with them all the time. And then I started playing with King once I started learning with him. But yeah, Jen and Nino was like my top two. I love Nino with her combos. I love 1, 2, 3, hit you with the force ball, boom, 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 hit you again with the force ball, punch you down. Then she'll smack the shit out of you for talking too much, Then she'll step on you like, oh. Favorite thing about I hope they let them run and tackle somebody, because that's like my favorite thing of Tekken is like running up, tackling, putting you down, pop, 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 pop. But trailer looks really, really good, so I'm super excited. It comes out August the 18th, and I don't know how many episodes we have. It does not say.
Factual. So yeah, that's our anime. What's the tea, more or less? Those are that's what we're looking forward to, and anything like that. Do you have any closing remarks?
Can you start with your closing remarks? Because I'm still trying to see something. I'm so mad I can't remember this show. And when I figure out the name, I'm gonna be pissed.
My closing remarks on the anime is on August 12th, go out and support Dragon Ball Superhero. I'm not lying. I like no cap. I genuinely want people to go out and support that film. It is quite possibly one of the most important pieces of Dragon Ball media because of what it represents. I've literally met the voice actors of both Beerus and Whis on 2 separate occasions within a month. And I can honestly say that the fact that unprovoked, they said go watch the movie, that they really, really are excited for it. That's a big enough of an endorsement from me. So go support that. Watch anime if you can and if you want to. Yeah, just like what you like.
My closing remarks is yes, go see that movie because it's at IMAX too. But I'm so mad that I just figured out what the name of the show that I was talking about. It was freaking Neon Genesis
Evangelion. Oh yes, that anime people very much get emotional watching.
Yo, like 2 episodes in, I'm boohoo crying. I mean, and then oh god, it's that one. If you go to my thread and see what I said, like I was boohooing, especially when they got to the end. Then I turned around and watched oh my god, then I watched all the movies back to back. Oh god, that show and movies, that whole universe is a hot mess in a good way. I would love a live action done well. But nah, that broke me down. Could not believe the stuff that was happening in that show. But yeah, that's like one of my favorite classics. So yeah. Also, everybody go watch Vampire Hunter D. That is something that we'll be talking about. It is a supernatural vampire movie that came out in 1987. I think that's the year it came out. The movie's about 37 years old, but the animation still holds up really, really, really good. We're gonna do a group session about that, and I'm super excited to see everybody's point of view because I've actually watched that twice in the last 3 weeks, and it was really, really good. I have to watch the sequel, but no, check that out. That'll be something that we're gonna be talking about in the future. Jujutsu Kaisen. We're gonna be talking about Demon Slayer. All the old greats. We're gonna have us a little good old Dragon Ball Z rundown when the new movie comes out. It's gonna be a lot of interesting takes. So yeah, I'm super excited about this whole What's the Anime Tea. You already know who I am. You know who Q is. Make sure that you like, subscribe, retweet, comment. Let us know what you watching. Let us know what we should talk about in the anime world. Let us know because we are here for you to do that. Q, what else you got for us?
Yeah, same. Everything Mike just said and then some, man. Make sure you go and watch and like and subscribe and comment on this and other videos we got. We got a lot of great things coming down the pipeline. So one more time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, let your friends know. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of August. So I'm serious. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of August. So let your friends know. Let them know what we got going on. Watch our previous content and subscribe. Hit that notify bell. Definitely leave a comment just down below. Let us know what your favorite anime is. Let us know down there. Start the conversation. Get the conversation going in the comment section below. We will respond to every comment. So yeah. In any case, Mike.
I am the Odd Geek.
And it's me, Kwamon Star G. And we will see y'all.
See ya.
Later.
Peace out.